Welcome back to the battle between Baron Zemo versus Ras Al Ghul and who will win. Before we dive into the analysis, please remember to subscribe to the channel to support me, and thank you very much.
Baron Zemo, real name Helmut Zemo, is the 13th heir of the notorious Zemo lineage. He carries a heavy legacy from his father, Baron Heinrich Zemo, a scientist who served the Nazi regime and was a dangerous rival of Captain America. From a young age, Helmut was molded by extremist ideologies of superiority and the ambition to rule, causing his mind to gradually become warped by pride and a thirst for power. After the death of his father, Helmut not only took over the title of Baron but also inherited a deep-seated hatred. He swore to make Captain America pay, thereby becoming one of the most persistent and dangerous enemies the Avengers have ever faced. Unlike many other opponents, Zemo does not rely on supernatural strength. His most fearsome weapon is his sharp intellect and master-level psychological manipulation. With superior strategic thinking, Zemo assembled and led the Masters of Evil, turning them into a true counterforce to the superheroes. Not stopping there, he also created the Thunderbolts, a group posing as heroes to deceive the public and gradually control the world from the shadows. This plan clearly demonstrates Zemo's dangerous nature as a man willing to turn human trust into a tool for personal ambition. He is not in a rush and does not act in nature, but instead drapes sophisticated plots like a chess match spanning many years. In a world of superheroes where strength often determines everything, Zemo proves that intellect and coldness can become weapons more dangerous than any supernatural ability. Hidden behind a calm exterior is a soul obsessed with family legacy and an unquenchable obsession with revenge. Thanks to the effects of Compound X, his aging process is significantly slowed, helping him maintain incredible agility, stamina, and reflexes even though he is over 60. He is not a superhuman, but he is strong enough, fast enough, and durable enough to face top warriors head-on. However, Zemo's true power lies in his intellect. He is a strategic genius who always sees many steps ahead of his opponents. Beyond being a master planner, Zemo is also an excellent scientist and inventor who once created dangerous technologies such as Adhesive X, a nearly unbreakable adhesive. Each of his inventions serves as a tool for meticulously calculated schemes. Zemo is a true master. His close combat skills are extremely proficient, enough to defeat many superheroes through pure technique alone. Although Captain America is still slightly superior, the gap is negligible. He is proficient in many types of weapons, especially swords, from the rapier to the broadsword, and uses them with near absolute precision. His signature mask is not only symbolic, but also helps him resist psychic attacks. Furthermore, he has a diverse arsenal of guns and custom swords, sometimes forged from alloys similar to Captain America's shield, along with high-tech armor that enhances his defense. But above all, Zemo's most terrifying weapon remains his ability for psychological manipulation. He can distort beliefs, sow doubt, and cause enemies to collapse from within without needing to land a direct blow. One of his most horrifying marks was when he led the Masters of Evil to attack and seize the Avengers Mansion. Zemo also caused the entire Avengers to endure torture and humiliation, turning this victory into one of the darkest memories the team has ever experienced. This plan shows that Zemo's danger does not lie in sudden power, but in the ability to make all of humanity believe in a perfect lie. Zemo repeatedly put Captain America at a disadvantage. Through a combination of sophisticated schemes and skillful swordsmanship, he not only defeated, but also damaged the honor of this heroic icon. Not stopping there, Zemo also acted to destroy the entire Winter Soldier program, coldly taking down 5 warriors with just one precise shot for each, demonstrating a terrifying cruelty and efficiency. He was the one who exposed the identity of Bucky Barnes as the Winter Soldier, thereby deepening the suspicion between Tony Stark and Captain America, contributing to pushing the heroes into a fierce internal conflict. Zemo also directly defeated formidable opponents such as Sam Wilson, Sharon Carter, and many Avengers members. He once rose to the leadership of Hydra, built a massive criminal army, and even escaped fortified detention centers like Pleasant Hill, making every effort to imprison him meaningless. The enemies of Baron Zemo range from Captain America and the Avengers to the Red Skull, Hulk, and Daredevil. But the most terrifying thing is that no matter who he faces, Zemo always finds a way to turn the battle to his own advantage. Regarding Zemo, he does not need to appear very often, but every time he returns, it is enough to shake the entire superhero world, putting all familiar order at risk of complete collapse.
Remember to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and turn on notifications to see the earliest videos. Thank you all very much.
Now we will talk about Ras Al Ghul. Ras Al Ghul, also known as the Demon's Head, is one of the oldest and most dangerous minds. As the supreme leader of the League of Assassins, he is not just an ordinary assassin or villain, but a symbol of a global radical ideology. Born centuries ago, Ras has witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations, leading to the belief that humanity is the disease destroying the earth. Therefore, Ras Al Ghul pursues a ruthless but consistent goal: purifying the world by eliminating most of humanity to save the planet. What makes him especially dangerous is not only his extreme ideology, but also his absolute steadfastness in that belief. He does not see himself as a destroyer, but as a savior, willing to sacrifice billions of lives to restore the natural order. Ra's power does not come from innate superpowers, but from near immortality, thanks to the Lazarus pits. These resurrection pools allow him to come back to life after death, extending his lifespan over many centuries. Every time he returns, he not only carries memories, but also accumulates more knowledge, strategy, and experience, turning himself into a living treasury of wisdom with a vision far beyond the times. Ras Al Ghul is also associated with a complex family legacy. He is the father of Talia Al Ghul and the grandfather of Damian Wayne, a child carrying both the blood of darkness and light. This very connection has made the confrontation between him and Batman deeper than ever before. Ras Al Ghul has many times faced great icons like the Justice League or Superman. However, his most worthy enemy has always been Batman, the only person with enough intellect and will to understand and even somewhat empathize with his vision, yet still resolutely oppose it. The power of Ras originates from the Lazarus pits. These resurrection pools allow him to cross the boundary of life and death, revive after death, and heal almost every injury, including fatal wounds. After each rebirth, his body is also enhanced for a short period of time, reaching a strength level equivalent to many men combined, along with speed, stamina, and endurance far beyond limits. Over hundreds of years, he accumulated knowledge in countless fields, from science and medicine to alchemy and economics. Each of his decisions is not an impulsive act, but the result of a long-term vision honed over time. Ras is a true master. He is proficient in almost every type of martial art, capable of going head-to-head with Batman in long, fierce battles. His sword skills have reached legendary levels, allowing him to duel for hours without any decline in performance. Not stopping at close combat, Ras is also an expert in the art of assassination, moving in the shadows, using guns, and even classical weapons with precision. In his role as the leader of the League of Assassins, he controls a global network of assassins ready to execute any order. Alongside that is a massive fortune and an understanding of mystical knowledge, from the ability to manipulate memories to touching supernatural forces such as souls. Even so, using the Lazarus pit is not entirely harmless. Every resurrection leaves a mark on the mind, causing a temporary state of loss of control where madness and explosive power coexist. In their confrontations, Ras defeated Batman many times, especially in intense, long sword fights. He also defeated Bane in a hand-to-hand battle, which further confirms his superior combat level since this opponent once brutally took down Batman. In the famous Tower of Babel plan, he exploited Batman's own contingency plans to neutralize the entire Justice League, rendering the strongest heroes in the world helpless in a short time. Quite a few times, Ras came close to destroying an entire city. The release of the deadly virus, the clinch pushed Gotham City to the brink of doom, showing he is willing to sacrifice millions of lives to achieve his goal. At the same time, he also manipulated Batman's psychology, once turning this hero into a wanted man and trying to shape Batman as his ideal successor. Ras Al Ghul also did not hesitate to face and defeat other warriors, such as Nightwing, Sensei, and many members of the Bat family. Even through Nissa Al Ghul, he once planned to assassinate Superman, expanding his ambition beyond Gotham. His list of enemies is not just Batman or the Justice League, but also includes his own daughter, Talia Al Ghul, when she turned against her father's ideals. In addition, future forces like the Legion of Superheroes also once faced him. For Ras Al Ghul, each feat is not just a single victory, but a step forward in a centuries-long plan. He does not fight for glory, but for a warped belief in the balance of the world. The confrontation between Baron Zemo and Ras Al Ghul is a collision of two sides. On one side is a cold, strategic mind, and on the other is an immortal warrior tempered through centuries. Right from the opening moment, Helmut Zemo does not choose a direct confrontation. He deploys a plan from a distance with absolute precision, using Adhesive X combined with a sniper rifle to pin down his opponent, turning Ras Al Ghul into a stationary target. That is the familiar style of Zemo, controlling the battle before the opponent can react. But with Ras, things are not that simple. Thanks to superior reflexes and experience accumulated over hundreds of years, he easily evades, draws his sword, and charges like a storm. The battle quickly shifts to close combat where both warriors display their full skills. Zemo fights with precise calculation, utilizing the environment, exploiting weaknesses, and maintaining balance with master techniques. However, Ras Al Ghul gradually gains the upper hand. Superior physical strength and immeasurable combat experience help him continuously press forward, step by step pushing Zemo into a defensive position. The sword strikes of Ras are not only precise, but also carry deadly weight, causing serious injuries. Even when backed into a corner, Zemo still does not give up his greatest advantage, which is intellect. In a decisive moment, he uses Adhesive X to bind the opponent's feet, trying to end the match with a fatal shot. With the support of the Lazarus Pit, Ras Al Ghul can recover almost immediately and even become stronger after returning. The fleeting madness after rebirth does not make him weak, but on the contrary, makes him more violent and unpredictable than ever. Zemo can continue to launch his final plans, from psychological manipulation to surprise attacks. But against an opponent who is both immortal and physically overwhelming, every effort gradually becomes meaningless. Ras Al Ghul ends the battle with a decisive attack where strength, speed, and experience converge into an unavoidable blow. Zemo is a genius, someone who can defeat many heroes with intellect and strategy. But before an entity like Ras Al Ghul, who has surpassed the limits of time and death, every tactical advantage is eroded. Ras Al Ghul holds an overwhelming advantage and wins the majority of the time.
What do you think about this battle? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you all very much.